high if you show me your okay.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I like how it's always a song to start with you. Like, you send it my way, and you're like, "What about that?"
What about that?
And I'm like, "I'll slow roll us
You
in."
never sing along. It's just me
Yeah, singing by yourself.
playing the organ.
Yeah.
You getting creeped out about it.
Well, if you'd stop wearing the mask, I feel like. Could you play an organ? Can you?
No.
Is it worth the time to you to learn to play the organ?
The organ.
Really?
To me, organ is so. Every time they played it in church, I'd be like, "Could you stop?"
Oh, you don't like it? You hate it?
I hate it.
Okay, you hate the organ.
Yeah. And I don't feel that way about many other instruments.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Bad association. See,
I just don't like the sound.
I understand.
Yeah.
But like organs were like back for a little bit in the mid 2000s. You remember that?
Sure.
Like, you remember The Killers? You might have heard of a little band called The Killers. They brought the organ back.
They got it back.
Yeah. They brought it all the way back.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of surprised you still hate it.
I detest. Yeah. It's not even the
Unrepentantly.
context. Yeah. It truly is just the pure noise that it makes. No, thank you.
Okay.
Same with
understand.
clarinets. And I played the clarinet. So
And you like them still? Or you don't like them?
I don't like clarinets. No.
Really?
Yeah. Every single time I hear one, I'm like, could do without. Any other instrument.
Could have been different.
I could. Yeah. Could
Could
have
have been a
different.
guitar.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been a sax.
Anything else.
Why didn't you? Yeah.
I wish.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not why I'm not the.
I hate some musical instruments.
Yeah,
Sure.
what do you hate? What do you hate?
I'm not an accordion guy.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know that I've ever heard the accordion been like, I was ready for that and excited. I was excited about that accordion.
Yes. Sure.
You know, also, I mean, I know this is like very cliche. Never really enjoyed the bagpipes.
Sure.
Never.
Sure.
Like, I recognize they are an amazing instrument and they have a cultural heritage, but I don't care that much about them.
You know, not everything can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Just
got
not
their
for
one
me.
instrument that's just like.
They're not for me. I don't need Amazing Grace played on bagpipes anymore. I've seen it.
You've seen
I've
it.
heard it.
Yep. You could recall it almost verbatim, probably by memory of what that sounds like.
I could screech it out in my sleep, which I probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Next time I'll sing with you.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome to this. This is, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
It is.
That's Maggie.
And that's Adam.
Yeah. We're doing it again.
We're here.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
They don't even know what we did for the first 3 hours of our hangout today. We're going to tell them.
We're going to tell them.
But like,
they don't know.
When you think about it, and you think about you and I sitting on a couch doing this, it's like, what a weird friendship we have.
I think it's beautiful.
In a way.
Like that was 3 hours. In a way.
Really? Yeah, kind of. Our traditional procedure on this podcast is to waste at least 20 minutes of people's time before we begin the topic today, which incidentally is bumming out the room.
Bumming out the room.
Bumming out the
Great
room.
pick.
Yeah. You
everyone,
enjoyed that one?
Thank you for picking it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We honored your wishes.
Yeah.
Apparently you want to be sad.
Right.
We're here for you.
We're here to bum you out.
We are really going to do it today.
It's a skill. I've practiced it many years. How to bum out an entire room.
What's the best bum out you've ever done, would you say? Like, comes to mind? Because I don't know what mine is. I'm scared now.
I think there's a very specific type of bum out that is very powerful. When someone who everyone acts as if that person is funny because of the amount of power or cultural cachet they carry.
Forced laugh.
Everyone's doing it. You come in and you do not yield.
Yeah.
You do not submit.
You stonewall
do
them.
not give them what they want because it is not funny. And the way that
wow.
Because also everyone who is playing along till them, they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, this is funny. What are you doing?
With the program.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah. Hello.
Come on, man.
Blink. Hello. Look at me. And then also the person that just, walks in expecting everything to go fine. Is like, what is happening?
Not delivering a group expectation is a huge move.
Yes.
Now, that move can be a hero's move.
Yes.
But like if it's a boss laugh or something, it's like, dude, you're fighting a tide that you will not win.
Right. You do have to,
If it's the boss, you better laugh,
You have to have good instincts of when to unleash that.
But I've done the opposite. and it was the opposite of a bum out.
Oh, it's
you ready for it? I was at a wrestling event, a live one in 2001. My brother and I. It was his birthday. I was like, "I'll treat you. Treat you to Stone Cold Steve Austin," which I did. Yeah. That's not who came out first. The person who came out first was Vince McMahon. Okay. So Vince McMahon at that point in time was doing the greatest performance in the history of mankind, which was not much of a performance because it's pretty close to it.
Yeah.
His first line, as I recall, was "I'm a billionaire." Right? Everyone was booing.
Oh my God.
Because that's what you're, I mean, of course, right?
Boo. Yes.
And then he might have followed up with, "For most of you, life sucks and then you die." Like just like something fantastic. I was very grateful.
Yes.
My brother and I had long thought Vince McMahon was funny.
Yeah.
He's been funny forever because he is.
Yeah.
So we laughed. And there were, I'm going to say 3-4 teenagers and and small children. It's like a little group.
Yes.
And they look back at us and they're like, "What are you doing, man?"
Right.
Like genuinely upset.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're cheering for him.
Yeah. We're going to hang him after this. Did you not get the memo?
Like they're saying it with their eyes, by the way. They're not saying it with words. They just like don't understand how we could laugh.
Right.
And he's still doing it. And we point and laugh. And then I kind of look at him, right? I give him this look like, see this, like get it, get it. And it clicked for him. You could see it in their eyes. They're like, "Oh my God, he's funny." It's always been funny. It's always been, and like that changed their lives that day. I feel like I gave them a gift. You know,
gift?
Like 20 years of WWE. Like now you can appreciate it forever.
Sure.
If you can laugh at it, you can appreciate it forever.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's like, the opposite.
That is the opposite. Yeah.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not going to change that, man. He just said he's a fucking billionaire. There is nothing you can do.
He's unrepentant, sir.
You are powerless. So you can enjoy the ride.
May as well laugh.
Yes.
What else can you do?
The guillotine, good job. It's wonderful construction. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guillotine is a term that has become, I just feel like everybody's researched up on that particular tool.
Yeah. I was like, when did this ever go?
Right.
Well, for the... okay. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, what you been up to, Max?
Beautiful weather. What have I been up to?
What have you been up to?
Beautiful weather outside.
Wait, you have some big stories. You have big things to talk about.
Yeah, but we already talked about the big stuff.
We did, but the audience has no knowledge of any of it. Would you like to tell them anything?
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, we made a show. It was very fun. It's very wonderful. We're in post right now. It's just notes upon notes, relentless notes.
Oh, so you're doing edits.
Yeah, notes on edits, notes on voice, notes on VFX, notes on notes.
Is that hard for you? Like,
not really.
Like, is the amount of notes brutal? Okay,
it's not the notes. It is. I don't particularly enjoy watching myself. It does get easier every time, but it is like when I have to sit down and.
Are you objective? Would you say about your own performance?
Yes, I'm objective. But at the end of the day, it does feel like, especially as a woman, you work so hard not to judge and criticize yourself, and then it's like, this
now
is literally a situation. Yeah, right. I literally actually have to.
If I want to be good at this, I must hate myself.
Right. Yeah. In some form or fashion. But yeah, it is become, it's a lot easier down the run. Episode like 3. Yeah.
Oh, so you're on cut 3 of how many?
6 episodes.
Okay.
So,
and when
we're about halfway through.
When will our eyes feast upon this? Are you allowed to tell us?
First episode drops, I think it's June 22nd.
Oh, damn.
June 21st is the premiere, which you and Nicole will be invited to.
Oh,
You're on our list.
We're on the list.
You're on the fucking list.
I better tell her.
Yeah.
I better let her know.
Yeah. My parents will be there. They'll be
Your parents will be there.
They'll be so sad if you can't come.
But now I'm going to have to do it.
I don't know. But they'll be sad.
Oh, no.
They'll be sad.
Well, making your parents sad is not what is meant by bumming out the room.
Where's Adam? Where's Adam?
The idea that they fly across the country for the triumph of their daughter's life, and they're like,
"We're here.
Though? Why isn't he here?
Why isn't he here?
What the fuck's he doing?
Where's he doing? Hello.
What did he tell you he was doing?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah, what did he say?
What did he say he was doing?
Yeah.
How did he sound when he said it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you believe it? You believe that? You believe that excuse? Do you believe it? I'm just saying, do you convince you?
My parents? That they care about you.
No.
About your excuse on why you're not there.
I just love that. Like your parents could take it that far.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, did you,
Okay.
so you believe
All right,
that? That
so
sounds real to
he's-
you?
Yeah.
He would do that, you think?
Cross-referencing their
I love it.
intelligence gathering.
It's so good. Oh, good. I always think of your parents fondly. I'm so excited that we get to see each other again. That's fun.
It's fun.
Also, you're giving me tickets to Pink Floyd, allegedly.
Yes.
That's still happening? Okay.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yes. We have to transfer. Will has them on their phone, but they'll give them to you.
Yes.
And then we will also go a week later.
A friendship
Yes.
that keeps giving gifts.
It will be really fun. It's supposed to be very fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be very cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. What else is new? What else you got to report? Anything?
That's really it, kind of. Yeah, like I said, beautiful weather, planted some plants.
Yeah.
Kids are doing great. We got little, we've had cat leashes that we've only recently kind of trained them to use. So we can go in the backyard with our cats on a leash.
You're walking your cats.
They puts around the grass, and Murphy tries to eat grass here and there. And Lewis, it looks like she's on some investigation that none of us will ever.
I need you to hear me clearly on this.
Yeah.
It is the complete Maggie. A full Maggie is defined as you outside walking your cat on a leash. I need that.
Yeah.
I need you to be doing that.
Yeah.
Can we get that done?
Actually, next time you come over, we'll do it together. You can
Just
see
walk
it.
him outside on a leash.
Yeah.
Like a real maniac.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're out there scared. Nobody's having fun.
No.
But it's happening.
But it's happening.
Yeah, but it's happening.
Yeah, we're here now.
Okay, great.
Yeah. What about yourself? What have
thank you
been
for
up
asking.
to?
I wanted to tell you on this podcast.
Yes. What did you do yesterday? What happened?
Thank you for asking about yesterday.
I do not know the answer, but I have been told to ask this
I
question.
know.
Yeah.
I was told. Normally I don't give Maggie prompts, but I was like, this time I was like, ask me what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Maggie, a fire truck parked right outside my apartment, right outside, and let their siren blare for 15 minutes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, were
15.
you on fire?
I thought I was. 5 minutes, 15.
What the fuck is going on?
Now, when I say let it blare, I mean what happened is it was stuck on one note for 15 minutes.
No.
Yes, I'm not kidding.
No.
15 minutes.
No.
I got so viscerally angry.
Yeah.
And I'm not like this normally. I'm a pretty rational person,
Yes.
but you've also been on set with me.
Yeah.
When a sound problem happens.
Yes.
Because I have to work from home. So it's sort of like my workout. And like I went storming down there.
Yeah.
And like, I'm talking to firefighters. These guys could kill me if they wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing?
Snap your neck.
I walk up to them. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Answers.
They're like, the siren is stuck.
I didn't want to say that because I was like, surely they must be saving someone's. It couldn't just be that it's stuck.
The siren was stuck.
Oh my God.
It was stuck.
Oh my God.
They parked here
Oh my
while the
God.
siren was stuck.
Oh my God.
I was so upset. I appreciated the information.
Yes.
But I was so upset that I walked away. And one of them called afterward, "We're sorry, sir. We're working really hard to fix it." And I turned back with the rudest wave I've ever given. And I wasn't trying to be rude.
Oh, you know.
But I was so mad.
Yes.
And again, I'm not mad because I think they're jerks.
Right.
I'm mad because it is, you can't fathom how disruptive it is. It's like, I can't be here. I can't be in my house.
Yeah.
Like it's unfunctional,
Yeah.
you know, like, so I gave this very brusque wave and I walked away. And then as I toured the neighborhood, it occurred to me twice in the last year, this fire department has saved our lives. There was a fire across the street, literally across the street, and they put it out in seconds.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then in January, the whole fucking city was on fire.
Yeah.
And they had the fire that was like 3/4 of a block.
Yes.
They had
Who
it
evacuated?
out.
Yeah.
They had it out
Wow.
in like a couple hours. And I was like, I'm an asshole. I should not have said that to the firefighters. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
Yeah.
So I called them. I did. I called them. I figured out what station it was and I called them. And I said, "Is this the station with the broken truck siren?"
Yes.
And it was the captain on the phone. And he's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Listen, man, I kind of yelled at you guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You guys have been awesome to us this last year.
Aww.
You saved us several times. It's not your fault about the siren. I completely understand. I just want you to know we do love you. Or I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he was like so cool about it. He was like, thank you for calling.
Yeah.
We are so happy to serve you guys. He gave me the number of the siren. This is the kind of siren it was and why it broke.
Yeah.
Thank you for the data, sir.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I felt great.
Yes.
I felt great at the end of that.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? Apologizing.
It's beautiful.
It was kind of a nice thing.
Yeah.
Like all these emotions flooded out of me as I was telling him. I was like, actually, I really do like you guys.
Yes.
And I feel really bad.
Yeah.
Not because I was, I didn't curse at him or anything.
Right.
Like I don't think I actually said what the fuck's happening. I think I was I was like, what is happening? What is going on?
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's beautiful.
I encourage everyone to apologize to firefighters.
Well, I think
we've learned nothing.
If we've learned nothing, because next time they might not show up so quickly. No kidding. No, but really,
they were like, we were going to let you burn alive, sir, but now we'll save you from anything.
Well, I feel like we are, we are very oftentimes. Not always. We're very hard on ourselves as humans of like, oh, I shouldn't have felt that way. I shouldn't have been angry. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. But it's like, we're doing our best. It is really the second part of, actually, I'm going to apologize.
Yeah.
And actually that fixes so many things. It's like it repairs even more than was damaged.
I actually got an apology for a conflict I've been having at a church that I went to for a while. There was a conflict that went kind of gnarly. And I got an apology from it.
Okay.
About 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They reached out and actually scheduled a meeting with me.
Okay.
To apologize.
Is this about the thing that I think it's about?
We've talked about it.
Yes. Okay.
And so like, I guess I'd put it this way. The apology was not data correct.
Yes.
About every piece of it.
Yes. Yeah.
But afterward I was like, what the hell else do I want this person to do?
Right.
Like, what else do I want them to do? Like, they said they were sorry.
Yeah.
They want to have a friendship relationship.
Yeah.
And like, I want that.
Yeah.
So like, there's nothing else more to say about this.
Repairment.
And then since then, just like sharing stuff with me on like just really making an effort to be a friend. And I've realized like,
Damn.
I mean, it's like, man, apologizing and like repairing something.
Powerful.
It is better than it was before.
Yeah. Yes.
Those firefighters and we love each other.
Exactly. I was like, yes. That even became an opportunity for you both to express both how much they mean to you, but also how much they love sir. Yeah.
For them to know, hey man, I know what you did. I remember what you did. I'm some guy that lives here and I remember it.
Yeah.
Because it was a big deal. Like, and I didn't forget that because of a siren.
Of course. Yes. Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm a hero. I'm just saying like that was a profound impact actually.
Yes.
So
I think it is. Yeah. We're so much in a culture where it's like, no, apologizing is ceding ground. It's like, no, apologizing fixes more than was ever can.
I'm fundamentally opposed to apology as ceding ground as an argument.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah. That is
with
an
rare
ego-driven idea of like.
It's also miserable.
Yeah,
it's really miserable.
Yes. Yeah.
It's miserable. Yeah. I'm sure people will have many. Here's why that's not right.
Right.
It's going to take a lot to convince me.
Yeah,
because I think apologizing is pretty helpful, man.
Yeah. When it's genuine,
it's a thing human beings need.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We cannot perfectly
conduct ourselves.
Yeah. We are not robots.
Not good ones, at least.
Unfortunately,
we might be evil ones.
Yeah.
Like Small Wonder.
I was going to say yes.
Yeah. Maggie and I have other occasion to talk about the robot sitcom Small Wonder.
Really
Not
blew
today.
My mind with that one, Adam.
But in general, Maggie, don't you think it's high time we thanked a couple producers?
I think it's high time.
I agree. In fact, so much so that I'm sending you a new list.
Ooh.
I know, a brand new.
In the moment.
I think I got
off
the Abe presses.
Ow, my hand.
Singeing you with their newness. I'm sending them right now in real time. I'm not going to edit this out. If you think I am, you're fucking mistaken. Sent.
Koyaanisqatsi.
Boy, what a conversation we're about to have. Okay. First of all, and not necessarily most important, but just very important.
But first of all,
thanks to Austin Farmer.
thanks, Austin Farmer. Beautiful.
You think that's just a job description?
In Austin, he's a farmer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. In Austin,
It's
Texas.
like,
yes.
honestly, that's a simpler way than we're doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Harder, but simpler.
like Los Angeles podcaster, better name for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Old Los Angeles podcaster Ganser over here. Not a bad way to do things. Thanks to Timothy Fortune.
Thank you, Timothy.
Is it Fortune, you think?
I think so.
Look at that name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Fortune. So it's
Yes.
fancier than Fortune.
Right. It's like you told someone's fortune in the past. I fortuned.
I don't think that's correct. And I love that you tried it.
Good saying it.
It felt good when I was saying it. I love it. Thanks to Ken Moser.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, Moser. What a name.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like, steal that for a screenplay, right?
Okay.
Moser?
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially
for
if it's
our
for
screenplay.
hours.
What is
Yeah.
our screenplay starring Mr. Moser?
Oh my God.
Yeah. What's it going to be about?
I don't know. Two very conflicting genres.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Which are?
that we mashed together.
I'm ready. Sports movie plus.
Plus dark comedy.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually,
a dark
I mean,
sports movie.
I think any two genres actually do come,
I completely
can come
agree.
together.
I
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
agree. Which is why Mr. Moser is the high school coach who's betting against his team.
Oh, beautiful.
Love it.
Beautiful.
I love this game, by the way.
Yeah.
Making up bad log lines on the fly. It's one of my favorite games. Nicholas Daniels. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Okay. Thank you to _ images.
Amazing.
What is
All
happening?
Of them. Wow.
Is this a hacker?
That is so much support. Holy shit.
_ images.
Wow. That's
Like,
beautiful.
Yeah. What do you get out of that?
It's
It's like a fucking mist riddle.
all the saved things in my phone.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thanks to Jason Lasky.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks to Nelson Morgan.
Thanks, Nelson.
That feels like two last names,
It is two last names.
right?
Yes.
You think it's like a joint account?
I think some people have two last names as their first name and last name. And that's just a burden that they...
Yeah, they're suffering for all of us.
Yeah. They
So,
take
so that
usually
Rick
stride.
James can have his name.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
All names must exist. Therefore.
That's right. It's the multiverse factor.
Yes.
But there's a multiverse where it's just people with last names.
Yeah.
That's where they're from. _ images has proof. Thanks to Travis Krebs.
Thank you, Travis.
Is it Krebs? Man, there's a real gauntlet of names today.
You're doing a real good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you say it with kindness and assertiveness, which,
Yeah.
yeah.
Confident and nice.
Confident
I'm
and nice.
trying my best. Thanks to Casey Wolf.
Casey Wolf.
That person's got to solve crimes.
Obviously.
Casey
Yes,
Wolf,
in
attorney-
a video game.
Ooh.
They solve crimes in video games.
game crime solver.
That's our screenplay.
Yeah.
Video game crime solver.
Yeah, Casey Wolf, video game crime solver.
Uh-huh.
What if the Casey Wolf was an attorney for crimes that happened in video games?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
So it's like, oh, you stole somebody's resources
well,
in
crime
Minecraft.
on the metaverse. Is
You
that a real
fucked.
crime? Or is it?
Good
Casey
question.
Wolf is on the test case.
Case on the Casey. We're not rounded into real form today. Yeah, we're stumbling
all right.
around. I'll tell you why. Like just spoilers. It's because of Koyaanisqatsi.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that movie sucked the coherence out of our brain.
It's,
We are bumming out the room. That really is the point. Thanks to Jeremy Bridge.
thanks, Jeremy.
Thanks to Drunken Coyote.
Thank
One
you,
word.
Ooh, beautiful. Meet me.
Beautiful.
Come on, he's drunk.
Has to be.
Has to be.
Why does he keep going back to Acme?
95% of Looney Tunes. Peyton.
Paid in hard liquor. I gotta get him. I gotta get this guy. Listen, man, he's just so fucking arrogant. He's so fucking arrogant.
I can't fucking stop.
Can you imagine Wile E. Coyote's at the bar just talking about how much he hates Roadrunner on a bender?
Yeah.
He's so smug.
Send out the subtext. I really want it.
Thanks to Laura Martin.
Thank you, Laura.
Thanks to Kay.
Okay.
So fucking Men in Black in
Yeah,
here.
KK Slider.
Oh, we went different places, but I like where you landed.
I like where you went too.
Yeah. Yeah. Men in Black. Classic.
Yes.
So if you were M, your life is Men in Black, what are you doing on the weekend? What's your weekend like if you're a man in black?
I am partying with the aliens.
Okay.
I am pro alien party.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
What is your dream version of that party?
The little guys in the coffee room. We all go out to a disco.
Okay.
Yeah. They're dancing on me. I'm dancing with
Dancing
them.
on you. Yeah.
They like
cockroach
height.
grinding.
Yeah. You know, there's every ghoul and gag.
Yeah.
In every part of the universe is just in the disco.
Yeah.
Plus me.
Yeah.
And we're dancing.
We're assuming, of course, this is a disco where all the aliens can be.
Yes, this is a yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's Men in Black's
Safe
universe.
disco. Yeah.
That makes sense. So it's interesting. It's not really that social of an engagement you want. It's really more that you want this like
party. Yeah.
Iconic picture of an event.
Right. Well, you know, and if communication is hard between different cultures, what better way to communicate than dance?
That's true.
Yeah.
It would be very clear to those cockroach boys.
Yeah.
Very clear how you felt.
Yeah.
You'll dance the truth to them. Completely agree. We can't take a break yet. Look how many fucking names we have, which we're grateful for, by the way. Thanks to Kazak. What a name. Thanks to Good Satan and his hot witches.
Oh my God. When I first scanned this, I thought it said Lost Witches. And I was like, ooh, hot witches.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maggie approved all the way of that. Thanks to Daniel Espinoza.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks to Bill G. What if it was Bill Gates? What if it really was?
I would like to have a word.
What?
Sir?
Go ahead.
Sir?
He's listening. He's paying to listen to you.
No. It needs to be private. You'd have a private chat.
Listen, let's go to the disco, but it's an angry disco.
Yeah. And the aliens are still there.
I'm going to dance my fury on you.
Yeah.
My fury on you. I'm dancing that way. Thanks to Mitchell Knappmiller.
Nice.
What an incredible name. This one hit me really hard afterward.
I was like, he catches bugs.
Mitchell
as a
Knappmiller?
profession.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's got nets on nets.
He's finding bugs that don't exist yet.
Categorizing them, selling them for money.
Yes, and he just has a collection.
Making huge bug money.
Takes care of them, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the bugs take care of them in this?
Yeah.
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 I agree. I agree. They're sort of like happy to be there kind of bugs. You know, we don't mind being captured.
Yeah, we don't.
Thanks. We're safe here.
Yes.
Thanks, Mitchell.
Beautiful home.
No. I'm sure he does. If it's a bug estuary or whatever. Thanks to Dave Ruff. Thanks to First Normality.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. This is a very impressive collection of people today, right? Like,
everyone's doing their best.
I feel like I should have put on a tuxedo or something to talk to these people,
I should
right?
change my name.
I'm ready. What's it going to be?
I don't.
Okay.
And you go on a journey to figure it out. But
let us know in 6 months or whatever you come to. Okay, great. And finally, for now, thanks to Wesley Claiborne.
Damn.
Yeah. If ever there was a person designing like a designer brand.
Yeah. Like
right. Wesley Claiborne. That name can't be written except in calligraphy.
Right.
Like try printing it. Nope. It's going to be calligraphy.
No. Yeah. You print it. It comes out calligraphy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's the kind of person we're talking about.
Yeah.
Wesley, born fancy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's time for us to get real fucking sad.
Yeah.
Real sad. Yeah. It's time to really take the energy down.
That
and talk about
between your two ears. I'm left ear.
Your brain
You're the right
room,
ear.
we like to call it.
Yeah. Let's bring it down.
We're going to make your brain room the saddest it's been. Talking about these two movies. I think it's Maggie's turn to pick first.
Ooh.
Maggie, who would you like to
It's never been my turn.
Who would you like where would you like us to start?
Let's start with what's fresh on the brain. Let's do Koyaanisqatsi.
Okay, Koyaanisqatsi.
Yes.
The 80s, we're going to put the word documentary on this.
Yeah.
Which is
that's their word, not ours. That's their turn.
I think they're really slinging ideas around already. Now, I think it's fair to say before we describe this, which I'm going to ask you to describe it. Is that reasonable?
Yeah.
Okay, but I think everyone deserves to know, as soon as I named this movie as what it was, Maggie was high-fiving me across the internet.
I was.
Maggie was like, what a fucking idea.
Yeah.
Koyaanisqatsi?
Yeah.
Like we were both very excited to watch this movie.
Yeah. It's a bit, when you talk about documentaries, if anyone is a film person, they're bringing this up. They're bringing it up.
Right.
They're talking about it. They're thinking about it.
I mean, what's a more famous documentary than Koyaanisqatsi?
I don't know.
Like to the average person.
I actually don't know to the average person if this, I know to the filmmaker it is, but probably I actually don't know. I don't have a sample size.
For some reason.
Yeah.
And you and I are pretty different ages.
Yeah.
For some reason, this is a movie that pretty reliably a lot of people have seen.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
I think. Yeah. Or you mention it and most people are like, I know what that is.
Yes. Okay.
Like they've seen a clip of it or whatever.
A reference or
Yeah. they've heard the song in a comedy context, right? Where somebody used it as like an Arrested Development joke.
Yes.
Like they know enough to know what it is.
You picked this film. Yes.
I did because I remember it. I remember it pretty vividly. I remember this pretty vividly. Can you describe for us Koyaanisqatsi?
I'd love to.
Thank you. Great.
So Koyaanisqatsi is a very acclaimed documentary. There is no what do you call it? No voiceover. It is not traditionally No dialogue. It is all to a score written and performed by
Philip Glass.
Very iconic soundtrack. A lot of saying the name of the title. In a chant format.
Very monastic.
Very monastic. And to that effect, I think the images are also that. So it's a series of images. It starts out more naturally, beautiful sweeping landscapes, very as a iconic iconic speeding up of time. So you're seeing like clouds rush over a mountain.
Yeah, the moon. Sail behind a building.
Yes. And so then increasingly throughout the film gets more and more about people, and you start seeing cars moving fast and city life and New York and interesting angles and
many hot dogs.
And many
Holy
hot dogs.
shit, the hot dogs.
So many hot dogs.
Just yum. So many yum yums.
Hot dogs, yes.
Yeah.
So it is, in a way, it is a barrage of images. All not all of them manipulated, but sped up or slowed down or it's supposed to invoke several feelings in a person watching it. And in the end, they give you the definition of Koyaanisqatsi, which is a Hopi term.
They actually gave 5 definitions.
Yes, 5 definitions. Yes.
But they kind of circled a theme.
Right. It's one of those, where sometimes you hear about a word from another language and it's like, oh, that describes a lot of things that we don't have a word for really in English. It's kind of one of those,
right.
That has a couple of broad terms.
I think the safest definition that they give is like a catastrophic way of life where that deserves change.
Yes. A way of life. Yes. That is expectant of a change
Yes. Koyaanisqatsi.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Maggie and I felt comfortable watching this on my couch and playing it and then being like, let's turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And how about we just hang out?
It's that kind of movie. Let's be frank. Yeah, I'm interested in why you picked it. I'm interested in the first time you viewed it because I have a very specific. I remember when I first saw it. I can also start with that.
I would love to hear when you first saw it. Why not?
All right, so I was it was my last year of university, and in film, I had to take film 101 last. Because I needed to fulfill my major, and I couldn't get into it in any other year, so I took the intro class at the end.
Intro is where they really shoot a lot of crap at you too. It's like, this is now when you need to watch Birth of a Nation and Koyaanisqatsi
and Shane and Wall-E and
you're like, man, I'm having every feeling. Some are very bad feelings.
Yes. Yeah. It was also really hard to go from like very intellectual classes to like this is
a moving image.
This is a moving image. It was great. The teacher was great. Anyways, all to say, we watched this to talk about editing and the relationship between images. This is an image. Here's the next image. What do these images, what are they saying to each other? Why did they pick these two to be next to each other? What does it say about that? What does it build to in the next image? What are we saying without saying it?
Do you think it holds up to that scrutiny?
Well, here is the thing. When I was watching it, stuck in a classroom at like 7 o'clock,
it's a night class.
It's a morning class.
Class.
We watched movies at night. It was a double.
Okay.
So we had to watch the movie, and then in the morning would be the class about it.
Okay, so you didn't have to at 7 a.m. watch Koyaanisqatsi.
No. Thank
God. That's tough.
Yes.
That's a tough world.
Yes, but in a way, it was also tough because it was about to be party time, and here I am watching Koyaanisqatsi. The Friday night.
Those hot dogs didn't get you in the mood to party.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yum, 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 yum.
Hot dogs.
There is a shot. It's one of my favorite shots in any movie. It's just like a blurred line of hot dogs shooting out of this fucking machine.
It's wonderful.
It's so good because it's like, man, you just think of all the people eating them.
Yeah.
Just like we need more.
Yes.
We need more hot dogs.
And then right after that, speaking of images relating to one another, it's people in an escalator being shot through the escalator.
Shot
Similar.
through it. Same idea.
Yes.
Give me another person.
Give me another person.
Yeah. Yum.
So yeah, at the time I wasn't laughing out loud. There were other movies where I laughed out loud. Just said Shane, that was the one I was cackling. This I didn't laugh out loud, but it was like I get it, I appreciate it, I respect it. Well, also it's about to be party o'clock, and I'm watching Koyaanisqatsi.
Yeah.
Emotionally wasn't in the right headspace. I do actually really do like the documentary. And it is a 3-part doc. It is a 3-part. There's 2 more.
That's the other thing that deserves to be mentioned.
Yes.
So like Koyaanisqatsi is part 1.
Yes.
Of a 3-part documentary.
Yes.
That's all this experience.
Yes.
About all of the malcontent aspects of 1982's life.
Yes.
Pretty raw.
Yeah. I will say though, the first time that I experienced it, and this time as well, this is why I'm interested in why you picked it. I never really felt like it never bummed me out. To me, it wasn't a bummer. I don't know. We could talk more about that, but yeah, so I'll throw it to you.
Why, Adam? Why Koyaanisqatsi?
Why? And what is your experience with it? Yeah.
So, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
The first time I watched Koyaanisqatsi was in a math class.
Okay.
So this teacher in this math class, it was statistics.
Okay.
Was in hindsight one of the funniest people ever because epic troll. This person is an epic troll.
Wow.
Like for instance, he used to have a behavior grade. Okay, a grade on your behavior. And what he would do is anytime you did something that merited a grade one way or the other, he would say the word you got and then write a letter on a chart next to you. No idea what it means numbers wise or how it adds up. So here's an example.
Yeah.
Right? Like you would, let's say you were like mouthing off, you'd say, that's very disruptive, Maggie. And he'd write a D next to your name. And that D was for disruptive.
Oh my God.
And it would be a number. It would mean something for your grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Like actually?
Yeah.
But I think that's not troll. I think that's...
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Or like that was extremely helpful, Maggie. Thank you.
H?
Yeah. That's what he would do. He had like 8 adjectives and he would write them down and he would put like these like insane letters that meant something for your grade. Okay. Now, by the way, great math teacher. I remember everything he taught us, right? One time he was like, this month I'm just going to teach you chess. So we just learned chess in his class. And then one time he was like, we're going to watch a movie instead of have a class today. Everyone's like, great. And he puts on Koyaanisqatsi.
That's a troll. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Because anytime anybody said anything, that's very disruptive, Colby. Thank you.
Oh my God.
You write it down. That's very uncooperative. Thank you.
How do you get an A?
I don't know, by doing nothing.
Yeah,
totally unclear.
what?
No idea. No, every day was like you're just shooting the hot dog of hope at him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like what's it's gonna be, right? So like I just always associate Koyaanisqatsi with this incredible troll.
Yeah,
it's an amazing troll where he just like we had to watch this movie. We're high schoolers.
Yeah.
We're not learning.
Yeah.
This isn't learning.
Yeah.
This is an epic troll.
Yes.
Greatest prank you could pull on a high schooler is make them sit there and behave themselves
during
watching this movie.
Yes.
And then if we did anything, we would lose something for our grade. Incredible move.
Literally, I would be furious at this teacher.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But also so funny. Like it's such a funny thing to do. Like I look back and I think, I love that. I just love that move so much. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, on the other hand, it is fair because, you know, like you have to behave in class.
Sure.
And like he gave you a movie and you're watching this movie and there is educational value in it.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's like he's put all these monstrous things in your way.
He's doing it on purpose.
Are you going to trip?
Yeah.
Are you?
He set a trap and they're like, wow, you surely tripped in that trap that I set. You set the trap. That.
He set a Koyaanisqatsi trap for us.
Wow. Wow.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Like I would never do it because it's too mean-spirited.
Yeah.
But I do think it's one of the funniest things anyone's ever done. Like it's so funny to me. So like, and of course, you know, I can picture in my head like 3 students who just were instantly like, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Just so mad at Koyaanisqatsi.
Sure.
And I also think, by the way, he legitimately loves Koyaanisqatsi.
I hope,
like
so,
I don't think he was like, this movie sucks, I'm going to punish you with it.
It's a great.
I think he thought it was really cool and interesting. Yeah. And it did kind of fit in the vibe of these sort of like social numerical things.
Right. Or like, how do numbers, what do they look like in real life? And
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't, I don't want to make the guy out to be like a complete monster because he's not. He's also kind of a weird guy. You know what I mean? Like he's a goofy dude.
Yeah.
But like, I just admire the precision of this troll.
Yes. Yeah.
What a prank to pull in high schoolers.
Sniper.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Like you're dead, bro.
Yeah.
Like this guy's a sharpshooter. He's got you for being uncooperative. Write it down. Thank you, Mackie. That was very helpful. Love him so much. I just thought it was great.
Yeah.
So I had to mention it. Because I thought of it instantly.
Yes.
Instantly when I thought of this topic.
Yes.
So that's why I picked it.
While it was happening in high school, Adam, were you bummed out or did you gleefully enjoy this?
No,
troll?
I didn't have in my mind. That's a great question, by the way. I didn't have in my mind permission to see this.
Yes.
You know how like comedy
trap.
I was in the trap.
You're in the trap. Yeah.
He was shooting me.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was disruptive. No, but like comedy requires a certain kind of permission, right? Like some of it, some people would call it transgression, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And I think that makes you feel better about it, right? Like I'm transgressing.
Yeah.
But really it's like a permission to see something from a distance and understand it in a new light.
Yeah.
So like I needed time and I needed a few events in life to happen before I could really appreciate what he'd done.
Yes.
You know, like you're too close to it and having too much of a visceral feeling to step back from that moment and be like, this is a very funny thing to do to high schoolers. This is very funny.
Yes.
But I did think he was funny. I like at the time.
Yes.
I did think his like behavior system as like draconian and Orwellian as it was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah. And it was great because he did make you want to get good letters. Yeah. He made you do that.
Yeah.
And all he ever did, he never like yelled at you or anything. Yeah. He just said the word you were doing.
Yeah.
And it was very effective. Like I can think of 3 students who like really wanted to get that. Yeah. That's very intuitive. You know what I mean? Like you wanted to get that.
I was good.
Yeah, I was good. That was very intuitive. I love it so much.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I love that. I just love it. But I also appreciate that it's like a brain that can't comprehend probably what people would want or comprehends it enough not to do it. I don't know. I don't know if it's like, good natured and misguided or if it's completely spiteful and hilarious. Yes. I don't know.
Yes.
Brilliant move though.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
That is very funny.
Loved it. High school. By the way, I aced the AP test.
Great.
And that's because of him.
That's great.
That's because of him. So like I did learn math.
Yeah.
He was good at it. So, you know, he was very intuitive for me. Wow. Shall we transition?
Yeah.
Or did you have another? I can see your wheels turning about this.
Mostly I wonder, so now when you watch it, does it bum you out? What feelings does it? What does it do for you now? And also, what do you think about the experience?
Yeah, we didn't talk about the film now. Yeah, you're right.
Just curious.
No, that's a good question. So like the way we watched it, I think is the right way to watch it. Like I think it's very hard to sit there and give it your full attention and absorb it.
Yes. I think it is a wonderful communal experience. I think part of my, what do we do is that I could not talk, you know, you're in a class. We all have to sit there and not say anything. Well, it's
hard to sit there silently for this movie.
Yeah. And it does evoke feel, you know, it's good to have someone there.
It is evocative.
It is. Yeah.
It does raise certain ideas in your mind and certain, like it has emotional qualities that you don't get in movies.
Yes.
So like, and by the way, like it is kind of fun.
It's fun.
It's kind of a fun movie.
It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can't tell you that if you'd never watched it, you're going to sit down and think, what a good time.
Right.
You won't.
Right.
Like, almost certainly you won't.
Yeah.
But like, it's almost like a 3D art.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if you zone out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to see some worthwhile things in it.
Mm-hmm.
Same idea here. Like, if you don't meet it the way you'd meet any other piece of entertainment.
Yes.
With like rapt attention.
Yes.
But kind of have it on and sort of check in with it.
Yes.
It will evoke interesting responses in you. So I don't think of it as a bummer to have on at a party.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. So if that's what you were expecting, I'm delighted to disappoint you.
Ooh,
yeah, delighted.
Delighted.
Yes. It's very disruptive of me. Yeah. I wish I had all the things that he said. Yeah, because there were very funny ones.
I need to crack that code.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I would be
What does it
with.
mean?
What is
exactly.
the code? Yeah.
Right. Counterintuitive was a word he loved.
See?
That's very counterintuitive.
Okay.
He loved bringing that up.
Okay.
Yeah. Just funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shall we talk about your movie?
Let's talk about it.
Great. That movie, by the way, Michael Clayton. 2007's Michael Clayton. Same year as No Country for Old Men.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Like, that's a big year of movies.
That was a big year.
Yeah.
Michael Clayton.
Yeah.
I love Michael Clayton.
I also love Michael Clayton. I also kind of felt like this was, in a way, George Clooney's last good movie. Big movie.
It was, when I first watched it, I had seen George, and, I'd seen Ocean's, like, is he good? This was the first time I was like, oh, we've done something here.
Yeah.
We've really done something.
It did feel like a capstone in his career in a weird way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he hasn't been in movies since, but like shortly after this movie, he was no longer the it guy in Hollywood in the same way that he was.
Right. Well, this captured, I love the way the characters, the things that are brilliant about this movie to me are the characters. I love the way they are written and constructed and they feel so realistic.
They're very complex.
Very complex.
Yeah.
I love the way that information is given in the film. As I watch this, I have this movie printed out, so I have the screenplay of it kind of just hanging around if I need to, how to interestingly give information in a script.
So you like it on exposition level.
Yeah, exposition. I think it just does a really good job of throwing you into it, knowing enough without, knowing what's important.
Yeah, it's very immersive as an experience. And it's definitely like you spend a lot of the movie trying to get your bearings, but not emotionally.
Right.
Emotionally, you always have your bearings.
Yes.
Just like the details of what exactly is happening, you don't have your bearings.
Yes. And how does Michael Clayton feel about it? Is the
yeah.
What is it? Yes.
See, and what's funny is the first time I watched it, as I'm sure you did, I felt like it was dense and like he was hard to get to.
Yeah.
This time, which is, I don't know, the 10th time I've watched this movie a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's actually really, really like they work very hard to make it clear where he is.
Yes.
And yet the performance is so nuanced that it doesn't feel immediately apparent to a movie audience.
Yeah.
And that's interesting, especially because like the movie ends on a long close up.
Yes,
like a very long close up. It is one
of my favorite movie endings. Just the way that it feels, the way it ends.
It's like The Graduate, but darker.
Yeah,
somehow.
Yeah, because he's alone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
he's very alone.
He's very alone. Yeah.
Should we summarize this movie? A
Sure.
little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Why did you go?
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. The Michael Clayton is fundamentally the story of a janitor.
Yes.
And by a janitor, I mean a guy who works for a law firm who fixes problems. He's an off the books kind of guy. He's a legal mind, probably a good legal mind, but what he's really good at is solving problems off the books.
They said they were going to send a miracle worker. Well, he misspoke.
Yeah. I'm here to deliver you the facts.
Yes.
Like it's got so many scenes in it that are George Clooney being an everyman tough guy in a very good way. So Michael Clayton, we know, is a man who he's a fixer. He's got a very lonely life.
Yes.
He's got an ex-wife and a kid he doesn't totally connect to.
Yeah.
He's got a brother who has essentially gambled away or drunk away.
Yes.
His own money and a lot of Michael Clayton's money.
Yes.
Michael Clayton's in a lot of debt because he went into a joint venture with his brother that failed.
Yeah.
A business, a restaurant, I want to say, or a bar.
Yeah.
And he's also got a brother who's a cop who ends up sort of, you know, being a device later in this movie. Michael Clayton's firm, we're just going to call it Sidney Pollack Law. Is a huge corporate firm.
Yes.
And they have one big client. They probably have others.
Yes.
But clearly their main client is this corporate conglomerate manufacturer of soil and other things called U-North. U-North is clearly a many billions of dollar company.
Yeah.
They are in transition to a new head of corporate counsel played by Tilda Swinton.
Yes.
Who's very clearly not confident and not really up to the job.
Yes. Yes.
She's trying to be up to the job.
Yes.
She's doing a good job maintaining a front.
Yeah.
But she's in over her head.
Yes.
So
she's a sweating.
And she's great in this.
She's so
really good. Really good. It's a great performance because it's not easy for somebody like her to play this.
Yes.
This is the opposite of what she normally does.
All of the performances in this to me are just fucking beautiful.
There's a lot of great acting in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of like solid acting in it too.
Yes.
Like Sidney Pollack is solid in this.
Yes.
You know, and like George Clooney's brother is solid in this. I don't know who that actor is, but he's great. So here's where we get a story out of that. So that's the situation, right? The story is that the main guy they have representing this law firm, or excuse me, representing this fertilizer company, is essentially defending them against an accurate claim, which is that their product is toxic. It's killing people. There's a bunch of people, like small time, investors from the Midwest or whatever, who are like, hey, we're getting cancer and dying. We think it's U-North. And they are spending millions and millions of dollars to keep that lawsuit in the air so that they can basically tire them out. And
because they have the money, they have the big law firm.
they have the money to make it take forever. So this lawyer who's defending them, defending U-North, is played by Tom Wilkinson, right? I believe that's right. Yeah, he's a great actor. He's been in 100 things. He was in The Bedroom. Brilliant. He was so good in that. Great actor. I want to say he recently passed away, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, great actor. Now, his problem is he has a mental illness, which I believe the illness is it manic depressive? Is that what he is? He gets into manic states.
Yes.
So he stops taking his medication because he doesn't like the feel of it, right? And it sends him into this spiral where he begins to act out. And the way he acts out is he strips naked in the middle of a deposition. He's yelling all these weird curses. Yeah. And then we find out he's actually been getting information to help the plaintiffs file against the company.
Yes.
So Michael Clayton's brought in to shut this shit down.
To be the fix.
Yeah, janitor, this shit, Michael Clayton.
Yep.
So George Clooney, sadly, as he does in everything in this movie, basically tries to talk sense into Tom Wilkinson. Yeah. Listen, man, you know where this ends.
Yes.
I'm trying to get this.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, which he is.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He means a genuine,
Yeah, he does. I think he's a genuine person, but his real journey is discovering how corrupted he's become.
Yes.
And just like in a casual way. Like he's very casual about all this crap he does.
I'm not your enemy. Then who are you?
Yeah, great line.
Because you're against
so many
him.
great lines.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And that's
There's a lot of great lines.
By the fact of you doing this job, you actually are the enemy.
So Tom Wilkinson, there's a little bit of is he crazy or isn't he?
Yeah.
Like he's definitely not well.
He's definitely not taking his medication. Yeah.
Also be seeing things for what they are.
Yes. He is both more sane than the other people around him. And also, it has mental. Yeah.
So things start to accelerate when this company, U-North, discovers, oh shit, this guy's trying to make this case for the plaintiffs. That's going to cost us billions of dollars. Yeah. So Tilda Swinton, again in over her head, tells her fixers, hey, why don't you, cough.
Yeah.
take care of that.
Yeah.
And there's so many there's at least 2 great scenes where he's like, are you asking me to do it?
Yeah.
And she's so out of her depth.
Yeah.
So, they begin the process of trying to kill him. Right.
Yeah. I do think maybe we should stop here in case there's people that haven't seen it.
Great.
Because I think that's
you don't want to spoil it. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's enough. Like that gives I think that gives everything, really. Or that I was gonna.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
If you don't feel the need to spoil it, I think it's much better not to have it spoiled. I totally agree. So go for it.
Okay.
So why Maggers? Why Maggertown?
Man, I love this movie. So why Bumming Out the Room? Yeah, you know what? This time watching it, I have watched it many times. And the ending is less of a bummer than it had been, I think, when I was younger.
No, it's a moral victory.
Yeah. Even with the graduate ending, that's such a great way to describe it because it's like
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's still a pile of shit. Let's not. Yeah.
Things are never good for Michael Clayton.
Things are never good. Yeah. So yeah, Bumming Out the Room. I really love the way this film is directed. I love the performances. I think Tony Gilroy does a fantastic job of presenting a world that feels very I don't want to say neutral. He's trying to present this as like, and then he went to this guy's house, like very grounded, very.
I think it is very grounded.
It is, yes.
It's a very bland, matter-of-fact world.
It's a very bland, matter-of-fact world that I think is asking very moral, interesting, big questions. So it's like a very zoomed in. It is the fixer of this single firm, and yet it raises questions. That I think are very you could apply to so many different aspects. Yeah,
in a weird way, this movie is more culturally relevant.
Yes.
Than the 2 other films that year that were also incredible. No Country for Old Men and There'll Be Blood.
Yes.
Both amazing films.
Yes.
But Michael Clayton, what it's about is extremely relevant to this time.
Absolutely. And just the brilliance of having George Clooney, someone everyone loves, having him be this everyman and yet
kind of a sad sack too.
Yeah,
like
kind
a pretty miserable guy.
Yeah, miserable guy. And all of that given, it's like, wow. You are not neutral. This film is very grounded. It is presenting neutral. George Clooney is a sly, and he's like, I'm just doing my job. But your actions are not neutral. You are doing something when you are defending the company. You are doing something just like all of them. I think, their decisions do impact other people.
No doubt. I think that's what would make it so challenging for today is that I think a lot of people, when unexamined, wouldn't see anything wrong with what George Clooney does.
Exactly.
Like yes. Honestly, it'd be like, I'm like, look, it's his job.
Right. And that's what he's got to do. His own justification. He doesn't see anything wrong with it until he sees it. Until I'm the guy you buy. I'm not the guy you kill.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. I mean, I'm sure that's why George Clooney took this role because he gets like 10 or 15 killer lines like that.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy you buy. Yeah, it's so good. It's also interesting how courageous you have to be to get out out of this cycle.
Well, and lucky.
You know what I mean? And lucky.
There's a moment, the inciting incident is his car explodes. If he hadn't gone out to look at the beautiful horses, he would be dead. Yeah, the beautiful horses is maybe the only thing in this movie that feels like a little not grounded. Yes. Like it's a little whimsical in this way that's like, what does that mean? Why are they there? Yeah. Kind of doesn't matter. Right. It's a little convenient. That's fine. But it is almost, it's like his impetus to walk away 100%. Is what saved him. He has this human thing in him that's like, actually, I don't want to be doing this. I do want to be petting these horses. I do want to be doing literally anything else. And that is what saves him in that moment. But that is also the thing that he is suppressing and squashing to keep himself in date, to keep his job, to satisfy his bosses that don't, care about him,
that thread gets tugged at a little bit by his son, who, keeps wanting him basically to read this book that has some of the impetus you're discussing.
Yes.
That thread doesn't totally tie together as an experience. It ties together intellectually.
Right.
Like you're like, oh, I get it. But you don't get a feeling like, oh, wow, he really solves things with his kid. And
he does not.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
no,
he doesn't.
It's not.
No.
I always enjoy your passionate morals. Like in this movie, what's so interesting is how you've extracted the moral and the theme from it and cared about it in a way that I feel like most movie watchers won't. Is that fair to say?
I don't know. I mean, I think my discussion of it is very much informed by Tony Gilroy and his body of work and what he's interested in as a filmmaker and writer.
Yeah. What is this your favorite thing by him?
Yeah. I mean, Andor's great.
It's mine too.
Andor's great. But yeah, I mean, to both the reason that I rewatched it recently is because we've been watching Andor, and the same questions are brought up in Andor. What if you are not part?
You got those themes, baby.
Yeah, the
we
themes.
all do. No,
baby.
we all have them. That's what's so fun about being a creator. Is that like you realize like, oh, I just keep coming back to this. Like this is like my brain is looped around this issue. So when somebody also is looped around that issue, like you found a partner for life. Like
it's very
okay.
Really.
Why bumming out the room?
I think because it is kind of a very, it's stark.
It is
bleak.
very stark. Yeah.
It's bleak. It's
there's nothing schmaltzy about this movie.
No. It is very if you don't go pet those horses, there's no movie.
Everybody,
you did.
Stop what you're doing.
You did.
Go find a horse or die.
Horses. Yeah. Follow that impulse. So in that way, because it's not, I don't know. I think it both discusses these big things without it, making some sort of, like bedtime story kind of, it's like, again, like his relationship is not solved. We don't see his life get back, we don't see him reap the rewards of his decision, like at all, really. So yeah, it feels very, respectful of the audience in that way, where it's like, this is not
also,
not that kind of story.
Well, also like,
I don't want to lie to you,
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get blown up. Rogue One.
Well, and also the loneliness of like doing the right thing is kind of lonely.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think the movie ends at a pretty convenient place.
Yeah.
To feel like an ending. Yeah. Because I think what happens a week later, who knows? Like
I know. And it doesn't give, maybe the cop buries it. Maybe it goes nowhere. Maybe it's like you.
A lot of things could happen.
Yeah.
A lot of potential bad endings. Yeah. No doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. You don't walk away and feel good.
No.
But it's very sobering in a good way.
Yeah. Yes. I think that is a great way to describe it.
Is there anything else you want to say about this before we transition into thanking our mini producers?
No, that's my Michael Clayton.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course.
I always enjoy watching it, by the way. Can I just say, these people we're thanking, they're heroes, obviously. But if you'd like to be a hero yourself, that's possible for you.
This one is very possible. Yeah. Unlike Michael Clayton, this one's not that
hard.
Right.
This is mundane everyday heroism.
Yes.
All you got to do is join the Show Me tier.
Yeah.
Where you get to do the following things. Yeah. Select the topics. Send emails that I read.
Yes.
Somewhat regularly.
You read them all. You read all of them.
I always read them.
Yes.
It takes me a while sometimes.
Yeah.
And also, of course, we thank you here as we are contractually obligated to and enjoy doing. I enjoy this contract.
Is such a rare.
Yeah. Doing them both?
Yeah.
Sometimes just business.
Yeah.
Not with these people.
No.
I love them.
And pleasure.
Yeah. Business. We're mixing business and pleasure today.
Yeah.
That's why we're thanking Mark Griffith.
Thank you, Mark.
And Chris. Thanks to Thomas Howard. Thanks to Norm from Cheers.
Wow.
Quite a figure.
Glad you're doing good.
Yeah. Did you ever wonder like what the guy's deal with his wife is?
No, I thought it was pretty self-explanatory.
I kind of felt like, I mean, I didn't watch every episode of Cheers. I kind of felt like at a certain point it was like, is there a coherence to this narrative with his wife?
Is there a wife?
Is there?
Yeah.
Is there a wife? Exactly.
Is there?
Does Norm from Cheers have a wife?
Right.
Unclear. Thanks to Vincent.
Thanks, Vincent.
Thanks to Jason Pittman. Thanks to Jasmine S. Ooh, that's a person who's got something to confess.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. A crime of some kind.
Email us. That's fine.
Yeah, I read them.
Yeah.
And I destroy them.
Tell anyone.
Yeah, I'll burn it in a fireplace.
They do not repeat in the subject matter. And we'll talk about it on here next time.
It'll be very Red Shoe Diaries. I'll read it and then I'll put my computer in a fire.
Yes.
It'll be, yes. Thanks to Slight Hiccup.
Ooh.
Great names. I'm loving it. I'm loving this group of people. Thanks to Charles Lanahan. That's fun to say. Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Don't have a good joke for it, but loving the word.
Good. Yeah.
Tripping out of my head.
Just a good name.
Yeah. Sometimes you're just good at having names.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy is. Thanks, Charles Lanahan.
Yeah.
Thanks to Jonathan Tan Nguyen.
Nice.
I hope I said that correctly. Forgive me if I did not.
3-name name.
You are allowed to correct me if I mispronounce your name.
Again, read the emails. Go ahead. Yeah.
I will read it.
Let us know.
If I say it wrong, thank you for correcting me. But also, hey, man, I also accept apologies. Thanks to Eric. Thanks to Eric Woodward. They could combine into double Eric Woodward, and then we got ourselves.
Eric Woodward.
Ooh. What have you ever met somebody that had the same name twice? Like,
no.
Is that a power move, or is that like just go fix it?
I think it could be real cool. Tom. I would name someone Tom in a heartbeat.
Tom.
Hello.
Can we get that done?
Yeah, I think people are embarrassed to do it, but don't be embarrassed. Just do it. Start doing it.
But will you commit here on this podcast
to change my name to Tom?
No, to have a child named Tom.
I can commit that I'll put it on the list. Put it on the list.
I've become one of these people that lobbies very hard for people's baby names.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I've always been that person.
Yeah. I love doing it. Right now,
strong opinions.
I have a coworker who's about to have a child.
Yes.
And I've been pushing very hard for a name.
Which one?
I don't want to say in case the news gets out there.
Oh, yeah. Or even if they choose it.
Exactly.
Usually when you're pushing it, it's because they're not going to choose it. But if they do, you don't want to.
The reason I'm pushing this one is I can tell they do kind of like it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
come on, you think about
it. I'm like, come on, baby. I got money on this.
Come on, yeah. Come on.
I stand to make $20. I'm just kidding. We would never bet on a name. Thanks to Robot Crank. Thanks to J. William Runnels.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, I wish I was wearing a suit instead of this very ratty tie-dyed
attorney
shirt.
At law.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This guy's working for you North.
Yeah.
This guy's solving
he's the fixer.
fertilizer shit. That's what he's doing. Thanks to Glenn Sugden.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Been too long. There's too many names on here I've never heard before.
Yeah.
Thanks to Todd McKenna. Thanks to Vortaspin.
Ooh.
Thanks to Robert Sealand. It's like the discount SeaWorld.
Yeah.
He's got like 8 seagulls. He's got one dolphin
minnows
that the government doesn't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Free that dolphin, Robert Sealand.
He's got the one from Zeus and Roxanne.
Oh.
Yeah. But he's also got the dog. They're together now.
There you go. They're together.
Yeah.
They love each other.
That'd make you happy.
Yeah.
Thanks to Emily H.
Thanks
to Anthony Schreiner.
Thank you.
So it says Schreier.
Yeah, Schreier.
So I guess it'll be Schreier.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks to Scotty Waddy.
Oh my God.
That made you
That's
happy?
That's a dog, right?
Okay, great.
A dog.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
giving us our money.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, Scotty Waddy. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks to Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks to William Cooper.
Thanks
to Nolan McLean.
Ooh, that's fun to say.
Yeah, I know there's a few of them. A few heroes here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, really made our day better. It really delighted our tongues as they fell out of our face.
For your tongue, yeah.
Thanks to Aaron Burser.
Thanks
to Ellen Swaim.
Ellen Swaim,
by the way, might be Mike's mom.
I was gonna
and
ask.
If it is, just want to say hello, and I love you.
Yes.
Thanks to Delia Brown. I think that royal name's not on here. The one that you love to thank so much.
Yeah. Well,
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Sometimes you can't have them all.
Yeah, no.
Can't keep royalty on you forever.
Track. No, it's fine.
Well, we did it. We've delivered.
Bummed out the room.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Me too.
I've hated this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and cry now.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Small Beans endeavor. We're a bunch of pals who make podcasts, sketches, music, web series, and movies. The Beans always have new ideas percolating, so make sure to check us out at patreon.com/smallbeans. That's patreon.com/smallbeans, where you can browse all of our current and past content, see what we've got planned in the future, and learn how your support can help the small beans grow into huge, giant monster beans. If you enjoyed this content module, please like, rate, subscribe, or tell a friend about us. We love you!